I think the next generation is our most important asset.
If you don't have basic needs support and a healthy life and environment, definitely it's going to impact how you develop and the possibilities of what you can do.
Childhood is tough anyway, but when you are a foster kid, I feel like that is when they really need somebody to look out for them.
They're vulnerable and have experienced significant trauma.
My understanding is they kind of can get lost in the shuffle.
And I think that a CASA is uniquely situated to be able to have an extra eye on a child that may need it.
What we do is we train volunteers that are willing to give their time to help children who have been removed from their families due to neglect or abuse and need an advocate that's there just for them.
It involves, first and foremost, getting to know the child personally.
I had someone I could call, someone I could text if something bad were happening.
And they really are able to listen and sit down with them more than anybody, even the DHS caseworker.
Most caseworkers don't have the time to do that for their youths.
They're not overworked with other cases. This is their case. That child is their focus.
That's why that CASA can be there to make sure that they're supported on that individual level that they need.
And the CASA is able to present information to the court and make recommendations.
I read the CASA report first because I want to know what their perspective is. All of those observations to paint a visual picture really help me to understand and frankly help me to relate.
This work also requires the advocacy of a supervisor for the person who's volunteering.
The supervisors are key, and I couldn't do what I'm doing if I didn't have my supervisor.
To have a supervisor, a paid position, be able to support you means that you're probably going to be able to give advocacy at a higher level than you would without.
And that requires, funding.
No volunteer organization can run without some sort of funding.
Well, I think it's very obvious the state cannot support the need.
There is a legislative mandate that every child be appointed a CASA, and we are not able to fulfill that.
But the hope is that we can procure enough donations to support, to work towards that goal of supporting all kids in foster care.
Kids are, without that type of advocacy in their life, more prone to getting pregnant right after coming out of foster care or while still in foster care, ending up in homelessness, jails, ending up with drug addiction. So CASA helps to break down those percentages and prevent kids from being inside of horrible situations.
And if we can advocate for all the children that are in the foster care system, I really believe that those kids will have a better outcome.
I know that it would have a dramatic impact on what's going on in Oregon.
These children and their families, these are the building blocks for our society.
And I would say our community then benefits by helping those kids in need.